Hello, world. This is the Mr. Troublemaker back again. But like I say, I ain't making no trouble. Trouble has been made against me. Like I say, I wasn't bothering nobody, minding my own business. And boom, just before I was about to, you know, make a big turn around that corner, something grabbed me by the shoulders and pulled me back. Pulled me back. Pulled me back. Why? Because they saw me making progress. You know, in their mind, they figure, oh, he never gonna amount to nothing. They told so many lies, did so many things to cause me to trip and fall in the past. And here I was on my way to making a big turn on that around that corner to get away from the things that had been haunting me in my past. And here I am, went to welding school to learn how to weld. Ended up getting kicked out of welding school because they said that I had been there maybe 7 months, and they said that they wasn't receiving no funding from me for some reason. I don't know. And so from there, I went to the testing lab where I paid out of my pocket $30 a day, and I get to get 2 coupons, and I could work on my craft in their shops. And so they were very nice with me, though. I must say, the testing lab, man, them guys helped me a whole lot, and I appreciate them. And so I ended up having to, finish up, welding school on my own, and I completed it. Well, yeah, I completed it, and got on a few jobs, and a few jobs, I was fired from because of certain individuals who just didn't want to see me make progress in my life. Uh, and so they pulled me back, and in hopes of me, falling back further to the place where they had saw me at. That's where they wanted to see me at. They didn't want to see me, you know, making any progress, doing anything good and positive with my life. Uh, so at this point in this moment where I'm at right now, uh, I'm still, doing better than where they saw me at. And when they made that statement that I would never amount to nothing, you know. And so here I am in a kind of a dogfight with a lot of unseen enemies who are pulling strings um, behind the scene. I heard someone say they want to see me eating out of a trash can. And so these same individuals who did all that gang stalking, that, tried to, kill me, try to poison me several times, uh, you know, uh, had people assault me verbally, you know, had people put things in my drink. The last incident I had, I was at the Quality Inn, and one of the owners, his name Max, ended up allowing a witch to pay him in order to pay him that she may gain access to, the room that I was renting at the hotel while I wasn't there. And I want to share something with y'all what happened to me while I was there at the hotel. I think it's only about 3 floors up, but 3 floors, you jump out of one of 3 floors, and especially you be messed up pretty bad, right? Um, so one morning, early morning, like, so for some reason, I was sleepwalking. Don't know why I was sleepwalking. Have never sleepwalked a day in my life. Uh, But I'm not gonna put, a charge on a person that if I'm not for sure. But what happened was is that somehow, some way, I came out of the room door, out of the hotel room door, the room I was in, and I'm on the third floor, and I'm walking from one end of the hotel, which has a window on this side, has a window on that side. I'm sleepwalking from window to window, from window to window, from window to window, and thank God that the windows were locked. The windows was locked. The windows was locked. Thank God that the windows was locked. And so here I am walking from window to window, sleepwalking. Never slept walk a day in my life, but that morning I was sleepwalking. And like I said, I was looking to try and exit out of a window. So after that incident had happened to me, I said, man, somebody got to be coming in my room while I'm here. Because I had drank something and it just was messed up. I spit it all out. So, I remember the story of Daniel when Daniel, he caught the temple priest, in a lie because they were saying that, the gods was coming down into the temple and eating the sacrifice. So Daniel had ended up putting ashes all over the floor, and he put the ashes down all over the floor, and he busted him. He went and when he came in the next day, the next morning to the temple, you know, he looked at the ashes, followed the footsteps right to the trap door where the priest was coming in and out, eating the sacrifice themselves because they had guards outside of the temple. They had guarded the temple up real good, and so he busted them. But simple wisdom like that. So I ended up putting baby powder down on the floor. I spread it out kind of lightly where it could be, kind of like hidden, where it wouldn't be exposed too good. But I had it just right where I could see footprints. So boom, I leave again. I leave, and this time when I come back, I had put my baby powder down. Then when I come back, I open the door and I saw footsteps. Somebody coming in my room. At first, they had me with a room where it has the door that divides the two hotels. I said I didn't want to be in that room no more, and for some reason, I ended up. She's like, "Well, I'm not moving you." So I'm like, "Well, I left the hotel. I left and went to another one." Um, and again, some of these hotels was giving me a hard time. Because these individuals were paying people to say I did, saying things about me just for to get money. Because see, these people at the hotels that I'm coming to, the ones that I'm able to afford right now, are the people that lives in those places. They always looking for a hustle because they always trying to pay for their room. So they'll do anything if they, you pay for their room a couple nights, they'll kill somebody. That's just how desperate people be in need of money. To try to keep a roof over their head. And I don't condemn nobody for hustling or whatever not. But if you're gonna hustle and to put a person's life in jeopardy, then that's a different thing. Uh, but yeah, so I seen where the powder was down, and boom. So I go to him, you know, and I confronted him about it. He put his finger all in my face, you know, you know, and did all kind of things, all that. So he all in my face. I'm gonna get back in his face. We were arguing back and forth. So I ended up calling the authorities, right? Right. Told them about the situation, told them who the person was, and the dispatcher, you know, fake like clowning me. But you know, again, this goes back to this organization that I'm talking about. That these organizations, see, most of these organizations, these secret societies, what they do is that they want members of the community. When I say members of the community, meaning that the people that are in positions that makes the community grow. You know what I'm saying? Like so that they be welcoming people that hold certain titles and positions. They want them into their uh, community or what's the word I'm looking for? Organization again. I'm sorry, y'all. But they want those people in their organizations. So when time comes, when they need that favor, then boom, they can, they'll do whatever their organization wants them to do. And most of some of these people got into those positions by these these secret society, or these different types of organizations that kind of like have the community. They kind of like have the community on lock, above government officials in some case. They can go and do things and get things done that a government official can't do, because of the community of people that they have participating in their organization or their secret society, so to speak. Um, so when I'm talking to the dispatcher, it was all, seemed like a setup from the beginning. Uh, and so I'm talking with the dispatcher. They asking me all these questions. They trying to, like, you know, get me to get out of character. But, I recognize it from the get go. And, I kept my cool and whatever. But I was telling them about a possibly shooter, a gunman that were in this white car with the bumper tore off the front. How they had been out in the parking lot a while. No one had never came out the car, got out the car, and they just sitting in the car. Uh, you know, they came and pulled closer to my car. So I'm talking to this dispatcher, and so I'm telling them that I'm finna leave this place and go to the Waffle House where I can feel a little more safe or whatever. Not. And so I go to the Waffle House. Police never come. No police ever came. So I might have been at the Waffle House probably, maybe 40 minutes. I sat there between the Waffle House and the hotel. It was about 40, 45 minutes. No one ever came. So I called them and I left, and I went to another hotel, where I was welcome in it. And I called them back to let them know that I had left the Waffle House, and I was just asking and wondering, was they going to come out? Were they going to send somebody out to take a report, or was they going to take a report, by phone by me? But so the person said, no, we're going to send somebody. And so they ended up sending two females, which I did record these individuals, and got their license plates off their patrol cars. And they didn't do a report right in my face. They didn't write anything down in my face. They just asked me for my driver license, took a picture of my driver license, gave that back to me, and then they said that when they get back to the office, they were gonna file their report. Fast forward, uh, maybe about 4 days ago, maybe no, this had to be maybe last week, sometime. I was being stalked by this individual again, being chased by this individual, stalked by this individual. This individual had been pulling that gun out on me on several occasions, you know, and really ifing trying to pull the trigger. Valentine's Day last year, uh, we was at the walk homes in Zachary. This person, for some reason, got upset because some other girl had texted me or whatever, but she really wasn't upset because she was already supposed to be married to someone else. So that was just the game. And so she had pulled up on side of me as I had left the walk-ons and pulled a gun, one out, pulled a gun out, and was really iffing at it. And I'm thinking that, she playing. She was never really trying to pull the trigger on the gun. She just was stunned. But come to find out, she was really trying to pull the trigger. And so I smashed off because at that time the whiteness of her eyes had even turned black. I'm like, wow, whoa. And she had begun to sound like one of my other ex who also had gang stalked me, had put me in bad situations, were trying to put me in bad situations where I could lose my life. And so, boom, I smashed out my little hunter, you know, and here we come. She flying right behind me, and she chased me from Walk-Ons and Zachary all the way to Scotland. Study calling me, telling me she gonna kill me, she gonna kill me, she gonna kill my life. Kill me for what? You know what I'm saying? And so with that incident, just speaking about the many times this person had actually pulled a firearm on me. In one case, I had to, I ended up having to take the gun from her, because she was trying to pull it out, while I was in the car together, and I just grabbed the gun and took it from her, and I threw it in a ditch. And later on, I called them after, and told them where it was, whatever, you can get it, whatever. but she had pulled the gun out on me there too. Uh, you know, on multiple occasions. Matter of fact, it was always her pulling a gun out. To me, it just didn't sit right or whatever. Now that I'm looking back over it, because sometimes I'm thinking that a person, I'm thinking that maybe she was just playing, but maybe she wasn't playing. So anyway, um, she's stalking me at the hospital now, where I was back over there visiting my mother, and so uh, this was the same around the same time. As a matter of fact, the next day was the day that all the witches and the warlocks and all these dark musicians, workers of darkness, they had all descended upon the Baton Rouge General. The Baton Rouge General, yes, indeed, it was. If I got this video, I got another iPhone, where I actually got a clearer, you can see it even clearer because the video is even better. You can see this priest, this priest, he's wearing something around his neck. You can see even clearer. The guy almost looked like somebody just dug him up out the grave. If you was to look at him closer, if you was to look at him closer, he looked like he had just been dug up out the grave, just came out the graveyard. Almost looked like a zombie. Yeah, and like I say, up on the in the ICU, by the ICU up on the second floor, uh, they were all sitting there gathered together. They were deep, and guess what? I didn't even know that they were all workers of darkness, but they wore dark clothes, and they were sitting there, but they never went. I never seen them go back to visit nobody, and they sat there as long as I sat there. But I ended up falling asleep. I ended up falling asleep. Uh, for what reason I fell asleep, I don't know. But I ended up falling asleep. Wake back up, I see somebody. I see one of them. They coasting around watching me. When I open my eye, because I didn't open my eyes all the way open. I just cracked them open, and I can see him watching me, like sneaking around, like what's. So boom. On my way out the next morning, that's when I started seeing all the strange faces of people. I'm like, wow, these people look crazy. Look, this just don't look. It looks strange. It looked strange, strange, strange. But that night before, like I said, she had ended up, stalking me, and while I was in the hospital, because I could see. What she didn't know was my mother's room was facing the road where I could see, and I'm just looking at this, watching her just zoom, zoom. She had first she zoom had a gray pickup truck that was trailing her. Then it was a all white Cadillac Escalade, brand new, probably like 2024, following her. Boom, boom, boom. I could look and see over there where the Christmas lights at, and I'm looking at them over in the parking lot, talking and associating with each other. And I had wanted to leave, but uh, you know, it was at that time, Spirit say, "Nah, you need to just go and stay here right there for the night." Plus, I didn't even have money to get a room for that night anyway, so it was best for me to just stay there. And so the next morning, I wake up. That's when my intuition began to hit me, and the Spirit of the living God began to talk to me, and He told me what that guy, what he was doing, and and He showed me everyone that was assisting him. This is how powerful the Spirit of God is. My God, the Spirit talks. Sometimes we just ain't listening, uh, but the Spirit does talk. And so uh, I was finna leave, and the Spirit said, He's watching you, and he getting this. I get this kind of like twitch when the spirit's trying to let me know someone's stalking me, got their eyes on me, or I need to watch for an individual. I get like a twitch, or so to speak, on that side of my body, or on that side of my head, and so the spirit is telling me to look in that direction, and so I looked, but I didn't allow him. I didn't let him know that I was looking at him, and I look and I saw him. And when I saw him, I'm like, man, this guy looks super strange. And so the spirit led me, he said, go and record him. Go and record him. Go and record him right now. So boom, I try to make it, I tried not to make it look so obviously, right? So I go and make a big round circle. And I see two women and another dude. And for some reason I knew they was together. That's the power of the Holy Ghost. I knew they was together. I knew they was working together. Couldn't nothing tell me that they weren't working together. And then I started looking at them how they was moving. One to go this way, then one go that way, then they come back down this way, and they going back and forth round, up around the priest. And he got this white guy. Man, when I see this white, the dude eyes look like they about to pop out his eye socket, man. I'm serious, bro. Man, this look like some, man, the living dead, man. The living dead, man. That's what it looked like. The living dead. I'm looking at these individuals and I can see demonic attachments to them. It's like this little fuzzy little thing, just wherever it's like it's just right there. It was a gray one on one, and it had a black one on one. It looked like their hair. It looked like, man. It looked like weavy hair, but fuzzy weavy hair. The whole thing, the whole entity was like weavy fuzzy hair, and it was right here. It stayed right there. Where we went, it was right there. Boom, boom. That way, it went that way. Or it may rotate, come all the way around the other side, but it stayed right above their shoulders, right here, right in that face, right in that area there. That's where that thing stayed at. And so I'm like, wow, I'm seeing this. So I know y'all probably couldn't see it. Y'all can't see it, but I can see it. I can see it. I can clearly see demonic attachments to people. I clearly can see them. And so, and when I creeped up on him, I'm looking at him like, man, this guy look like he just got dug about the grave, man. Look like he been embalmed and everything, man. Bro, I got it on I got an iPhone I be using, but I just didn't want to hook it up to none of that because of, because people this phone I'm on right now is hacked. They hacked this bad boy the first day I got it. Literally hacked. On my other phone, they ended up stealing they stole my LA wallet, with all my information. They stole all that out there. They just took the whole wallet. I couldn't even use it no more. They just took it. Man. But I know who these individuals is, who they're using to hack. They're probably one of these Arabs that are on these communication cell phone or shop somewhere. But this came from this came away from Houston, Texas. That's where the hacker was located at, because the phone told me where it was located at, because I had ended up getting a $399 purchase security package on the phone or whatever. So the moment they hacked it, I got an alert, like boom, the same day. And I know I hadn't given my phone number, but to one person. So I know it was that person that sent that phone number to whoever they needed it to send it to try and hack my phone. It's like they got, this person told me, they say, we're going to turn the whole Baton Rouge against you. I said, huh? Because every now and then she would slip and tell on herself, we're going to turn the whole Baton Rouge against you. I'm like, huh? Seriously? Serious? Because this is the same thing that my other ex, Michelle, had done in 2006 and 7? 2006 and 7. Okay, well, yeah, I was, okay, 2006, 2007. Yeah. She didn't turn the whole Baton Rouge, she just turned the whole Scotlandville against me. So, but like I said, these individuals are tied to some type of organization, and it's these community of people that is helping them to do what they need to do to me. And again, these community of people hold certain positions in the community that allows them to to neglect someone if they want to, to turn a deaf ear, or to close their eyes or turn the other way, make like they didn't see something. But yeah, so I'm gonna load this video where I actually was making a report about this individual.